Sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to welcome all of the graduates, their guests, and to all of those that are joining us through the live stream. And I just want to also introduce some of the presentation party that came through. So we have Mr. Donald Hannigan, our collaborative education partner from Atlantic Technological University. Mr. Mark Byrne, Managing Director of IBAT Dublin. For the graduates, we got your lecturers here as well. Excuse me. Pablo, we have Pablo and we have Yvonne Murtha. And we have one of our governors of IBAT Dublin, Dr. Frank McMahon. There's a little bit of housekeeping just to make sure that everything flows perfectly. So the first one would be, if you wouldn't mind to take photos. You all look amazing, so getting as many photos as possible. But would you mind just lowering the sound on your mobile phones, because it can be very disconcerting for the students and us up here. The other one is just taking a note of all the exits. There's one on the left, there's one here over behind the altar, and right at the back. The other one is, as I said, you do all look lovely. You're in your gowns, and I would like to remind you, you need to drop those gowns back to Wellington Quay campus to the providers Armstrong. You don't want to incur penalties and fines and the likes. So, without further ado, we will get to the main event. I'm going to call upon Mr. Donald Hannigan to just present the... we just have to do a little bit of housekeeping here just to actually to allow us to confer the presentation of awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in Atlantic Technological University Academic Council, I here present awards on behalf of the learners who have achieved the standards determined for those awards, and I ask these learners to be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
Lalita Cruzado de Figueiredo Soval. Natalie Johanna Aguilera Calisaer. Macarena Alejandra Aguilera Moraga. Alejandra Aquino Lopez. Nobin Arsalan Batar in absentia. Gabriel Barbosa de Silva. Cesar Augusto Bernal Cordero. Kulan Bayambador. Ana Karen Campos Velacruz. Larissa Caroline de Oliveira Terra. Tirza Veronica Cruz Zelaya. Maristela de Silva Ferreira in absentia. Oh. Okay, so Maristela is actually here with us. She's not in absentia. Luana de Santos Oliveira. Osuk Baya Eng Badar in absentia. Fernanda Naomi Estrada Cosio. Rodrigo Fernandez Pinheiro in absentia. Solange Maria Hermes. Jonathan Javier Hernandez Castelar. Gloria Angela Ibarra Ruiz. Diego Leonel Paredes Palaraco. Jose Wanderson Lima Ribeiro in absentia. Lorena Lisbeth Juarez Badillo. Solongo Elka Sulen. Rafaela Macarato Suarez. Jessica Yolibet Manzarn Rise Radals. Breno Ricardo Marks de Brito. Rosa Maria Mendoza Macias. Everett Daniel Morales Uloa. Aileen Munez de Souza in absentia. Ana Lizette Mendez Gomez. Irma Cristina Nunez Reina. In absentia. Camila Paz Pardo Ortega. Wallison Pereira Costa Teles in absentia. Bismarck Giovanni Ekaveria. Leonardo Rigo Bom Diaz Brito. Josette Johanna Rivas Quinens in absentia. Yari Yolibet Rivera Soriano. Eduardo Santos de Oliveira in absentia. Yesenia Sanchez Perez in absentia. Maribel Stephanie Santiago Fields. Patricia Santos de Oliveira. Whitney Silva Lem. Daniela Alejandra Tapia Pizarro. Bunyanut Tubuen Chin. Milena Vieira Gonçalves. Junathas Ueliel da Silva. Alice dos Santos. Fabrizio Pires da Rocha Giro. Keep on taking pictures. We do have two people that we do have to bring to the altar. We're just getting their names. Jose Wanderson Lima Ribeiro. Wallison Pereira Costa Teles. Can we now please congratulate the graduates of the certificate? I now call upon Donald Hannigan to provide an address to the graduates and the guests in attendance.
Thank you, Finbar. I'll keep it brief. Good afternoon, everyone, graduates, families, friends, and anyone who was lured here by the promise of free tea and a photo opportunity. My name is Donald Hannigan, and I am the Collaborative Education Partnership Manager at ATU. But more importantly for today, I'm someone who, like many of you, returned to education a bit later in life. At the age of 32, I came back, slightly terrified, armed only with a notebook, a strong cup of coffee, and a vague hope that I'd remember how to reference things properly. Somehow I made it through a business degree, and then a master's in innovation and leadership, and here I am now working for the university where I studied. So, if nothing else, I stand before you as living proof that it's never ever too late, and also that mature students take much better notes. Today is all about celebrating your achievement in completing the Level 6 Cert in Access Studies, the programme that proves once and for all that you were obviously right when you said, I think I can do this. Think back to your first day. Some of you walked in full of confidence, and some of you crept in quietly, wondering if you were in the right building. A few of you, I'm sure, looked around and thought, what did I sign up for, and how can I make a discreet exit? But look at you now. You stayed, you pushed through all the doubts, you mastered the assignments, the discussions, the group work, and the deadlines. You discovered you could balance study with work, family, responsibilities, and many of life's curveballs. Along the way, you found something even more important: belief in yourself. The Access Studies programme is special because it brings together people from backgrounds, all ages, and all experiences. Some of you were returning to education after years, some were trying a new direction, some were proving to yourselves that your dreams were worth pursuing, and now you've done it. You've not only gained knowledge, you've gained momentum. Education is not only about assignments and grades, it's about unlocking possibility. It's about discovering what you're capable of more than you realised. It's about people you meet along the way, classmates who explain things, they finally got it, the lecturers who encouraged you, and the friends who kept you going with late night messages like, "We'll get that assignment finished." What you've achieved is remarkable, and the best part is this is not an ending, it's only the beginning. Some of you will go to further degrees, some of you may change careers, some of you may take time to breathe, and maybe even reclaim your weekends before deciding on your next step. All these paths are valid. What matters is that today you've opened the door and you're the ones that have turned the handle. As someone who made a leap back into education myself, I want to tell you something I wish someone had told me, is that you all belong in higher education just as much as anyone else, not because of your age or background or grades, but because you've earned your place through effort, courage and resilience. So celebrate this moment, take pride in it. Let it remind you whenever life gets loud or complicated again, you have what it takes to grow, to change, and to keep moving forward. On behalf of ATU, I want to say how proud we are of each of you. And you didn't just complete the programme, you've changed your direction, expanded your potential, and proved to yourself that it's never too late to begin something new. Congratulations, graduates. Enjoy today. You fully deserve it.
I now call upon Mark Byrne, Managing Director of IBAT Dublin, to address the graduates and the people here in attendance.
Hello, folks. On behalf of IBAT, can I welcome Frank, our member of our governing body, colleagues from IBAT, graduates, family members, partners and friends joining us in persona and from across the world via our live stream. In particular, I welcome the graduates of the certificate who have mastered not only their degree, but also the art of pretending to understand Irish idioms like "I will, yeah," which, as you know now, means no. These events take, I'm told, a considerable amount of planning, communication, and sometimes cajoling of me. I would like you all to join me in thanking Anita and colleagues for getting us all here today. Anita is surprisingly camera shy, so you'll notice she won't come over. But she got her flowers, which is a bit of a tradition. I'd also ask you to reflect and consider if you had completed your studies without the help and support of those here present, or those who are watching from a remote location, or those who just could not be here today. Maybe. However, I'm sure they provided help, support, and empathy along the way. I would ask the graduates to join me in standing up, so graduates, and to give a round of applause to those here present and also those watching from afar, your parents, partners, friends and family members, and of course the college team who helped you to reach this milestone. Okay, 6 years. Excuse me, I've got a cold coming on. Today we celebrate you. Most of you didn't just go to college. You crossed oceans, borders, continents to get here. Let's take a moment to appreciate the real parts of your journey. Applying for your personal public service number, your PPSN, applying for your LEAP card, applying for your Irish bank account and student visas, which taught you more about bureaucracy than any module at IBAT ever could. Time zones which force you to calculate whether calling home meant having a heartfelt conversation or waking someone up during their deepest sleep. And sometimes you probably didn't care. And of course the phrase, sorry what? The unofficial anthem at the start of international student life. Or sometimes I think just any student life. To the lecturers, Yvonne and Pablo, I thank them on your behalf for their patience, their guidance, and for repeating the question even after you nodded politely the first time, pretending you understood. You didn't, but you got there eventually. So you were nodding but going, no. To the cafes and takeaways, I thank them on your behalf for introducing you to Irish cuisine, food that was often mysterious and sometimes possibly questionable. To your Irish friends, I thank them for explaining what going on the lash means, introducing you to Guinness, the chicken filet roll, to Father Ted and explaining that what's the story is not actually a question requiring a story. You, the international students, navigated culture shock, homesickness, new languages, academic pressure, and perhaps mostly the Irish inclination to drink. But look at you now, you've survived essays, exams, group projects, where it may have felt that some people were in a different time zone. You may have also called your parents to explain your degree, but they still don't understand what you studied. Mine didn't either. They just wanted to know, when is graduation? Today you stand here not just with degrees, but with courage, resilience, and the ability to fill out Irish government forms faster than most Irish people. As you head into the next chapter, jobs, travel, or the adventure of explaining to your parents and loved ones that you want to do a further degree, or perhaps a master's, or in some cases perhaps even a doctorate, I would urge you to remember this. You made a leap that many people never dare take. You built a life far from home. You adapted, persevered, and thrived. You didn't just succeed academically, you succeeded internationally. Some of you will already start to consider your next educational challenge, a degree, whether it be an undergrad or postgrad, or perhaps a doctorate. We would be delighted if you considered IBAT for the attainment of this. Please remember that our Careers and Employability Service, led by Ed Stanley, who stood down the back in the blue shirt, remains available to you regardless of where you go next. You're always a member of the IBAT family, and I urge you to make use of Ed. He's expensive, I have to pay him. Please join our alumni network on LinkedIn so we can see your future successes. May your futures be bright, your visas be approved quickly, and may you always find people who pronounce your name correctly on the first try. Now, this is our fourth ceremony today, and each ceremony I've mentioned name calling, or pronunciation should I say, Freudian slip there. Finbar has done a great job, despite me sort of pulling his leg, so I'd just like to say thanks very much to Finbar. Finally, I'll conclude with saying congratulations, and here's to everything still ahead, wherever you decide to go. Thanks very much.
We're nearly there. You just have to listen to me now for 45 minutes. You don't. So the ceremony will conclude once the academic procession congregates here, and we'll walk to the beautiful music of our harpist, Marie, who has been here from this is our fourth conferring ceremony. So Marie, you played a blinder, so thank you so much, as you do every year. I just want to give you a few little nuggets because I'm really old, and when I was in your place, I would just say the sentiment of Mark and Donald's summing it up, just, no offense, gents, reducing it maybe. Stay connected. And staying connected means to yourselves, because the person sitting beside you could be the person that gets you your next job. They mightn't like the job, so they say, oh, look, did you hear that this place is looking for someone? It happened for me. I worked 10 years in a place by just sitting beside a certain person in my master's, and they didn't want the job, and I said, oh, I'd like it. So I found myself 10 years working in a place purely from a conversation with someone that was actually in my class with me. Also stay connected with IBAT, even if you don't study with us. Stay connected with us, because we have some bits of good advice that we might be able to help you with. Stay connected with ATU, because you are now a graduate of ATU. I think also in all of the messages that you've heard, and hopefully this has piqued your interest, the love of learning, and it's lifelong. It's effectively all the different forms. Just embrace it. And you're kind of equipped now that you can, so just definitely go from this place when you're celebrating after this, Carnival, everything. Just keep those little nuggets, hopefully. So I'm going to call all of my colleagues we'll do the academic procession, and once you hear the end of Marie's lovely lilting harp, then the ceremony is concluded. And thank you very much, everyone.